Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, September 8th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So the big takeaway from today is we have an inside day for all three of our indices. Now, again, ES was balanced coming in, so they are firmly a three-day balance, right? Thursday, Friday, Monday. NQ and righty were up. So you can call them up to balance if you would like. You want to call them firmly balanced, that's fine. At one time frame it up technically 3 days, including today. I'll call them up to balance for these. Righty's one time framing up 4 days. So up to balance for them. Righty ends with a 10 wide point of control and an afternoon pullback in I. They did not get an IB. NQ ends with an afternoon rally high in J and an 8 wide POC. We got both IBs in ES and in NQ. NQ goes out with just a 10 wide POC, and they held the trend day from Friday. ES took theirs back and spent not a good part, all morning in the upper distribution. But then after that, they spent the whole afternoon just filling in the missing volume from the trend day on Friday. But they did take back their trend day on Friday. The Bulls had a pretty good lead early on with value and the overnight high right away and indices in NQ, but they did not get a follow through. And it hurt me. I battled all day off of a 70-point loss I took in B. Was that B period? Yeah, it was B period. And then I battled all day. I did end up losing only 6 points on the day. So P&L wise, that's fine. But I thought I was seeing the day well early, but they had much, much bigger pullbacks than I would have expected. ES attempted to go trend up and trend down, failed both of those. NQ never did. Again, there's nothing out again tomorrow. So if they do, and hopefully they come out of these inside days, please monitor for continuation and just as importantly, lack of. Because we'll have to see how much they really want to go tomorrow prior to, again, more crappy things to wait for, PPI Wednesday and CPI Thursday. Today's range in SPY is the 8th smallest of the year. So the range is small. Volume, again, triple Qs, at average. ES right now, 11 million under. So, again, at least Q's got average. ES and SPY was below. ES goes out with a poor high. SPY does not. So, again, I took a long. I missed the overnight high. It just went without me. It went way too fast. I did not get it. I did take a long to fill the single prints from Friday, though. That was early on. And then on some pullbacks, I did okay. But the one that really hurt me was in B period. I thought they had a good opportunity to get A's high. They had the overnight high. They had value. They had indices. Took a long when it pulled back a bit, added to it a bunch of times, and obviously I was wrong. Now, obviously, we went up and took out B and A's high. But I got that. I got the one-time framing up. I missed the IB high, unfortunately. I was long in D period on some ebb and flow that I thought was still decent. I mean, I thought we would have an afternoon pullback, so I longed a couple of times in FG, and H. Made an F and G, lost some on H. So, and then I took my last trade was an L when we made the new low. I didn't think they were going to try to go trend. I figured all they wanted to do was break guys low and come back in, which is what they did. And I made small in that. So I battled back, and I ended up losing, like I said, 6 points. Not the end of the world, but frustrating. No doubt frustrating. The one trade I missed in I think it was A period, which really ticked me off, was because they had the overnight high and they were acting pretty good on ebb and flow. They pulled back to the 144 in A, and I did not get it. And that would have paid very nicely at that time, as it bounced off it very, very hard. And then chart-wise, so here is the S&P. So it's an inside day. But we were balanced. So it's a 3-day balance. Friday's high and low is the entire thing of it. Very small range today. Triple Q's and NQ is still up, but it's an inside day. So again, you can call it up to balance, whatever you would like. And the same with IWM. They're one time framing up 4 days with the inside day. Hopefully we get a little more range tomorrow. I'm not so sure what we'll expect with another day to go prior to PPI coming out. We shall see. Anyway, I hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we will speak prior to the opening tomorrow.